Good evening, everybody. Welcome along to another stream. It is Tuesday night, and we are back for more Scrabble-related stuff. So tonight we're going to be doing some anagram racing. So essentially, how it works, if you've watched this before, is that you guys will be answering the questions on the stream that you can see here. Again, you're going to have to be logged into Twitch and not on YouTube. So go to twitch.tv/Ostinium9, get answering those alphagrams that are on the screen, and essentially what you need to do is to race me in terms of getting through all of the questions on the screen. Again, these are not these ones here are not all of them, but I will show you the entire screen in a minute. But as long as you get through them all before I get to answer X number of questions on my card maps, then you will win the race. And once we get through a bunch of races, then that'll be it. So you guys get to anagram, I get to work through my card box, and that's essentially what we're going to try and do tonight. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Good evening to Rocky Road and to IPU Disciple already in the chat. Good to see you both here. So yeah, let's see the entire screen. Okay, so here is everything. I am going to restart my quiz. I'm at 1483 to start off the stream tonight. Let's see. I'm gonna have to. Oh, I thought I had a timer on here somewhere, but maybe it's not there. Working? Maybe it's not working. Maybe my thing isn't working. Okay, that's working. Oh, wait a minute. Take that part off. Oh, wait, it doesn't. Oh, there we go. Okay, I have the time left thing is now working. You can see above my head how many questions I'm at. And you can see there's about 2 hours, just over 2 hours left of the stream. It's currently 8:47 p.m. local time where I am. And we're going to be streaming all the way until 10:50. We might go a few minutes over or whatever, but once we finish the race, that kind of makes the time expire. Then that will be the last race of the evening. But as always, this first race has already started, so I'm going to try and get to, let me think, maybe 150 questions before you guys get to finish everything here. So that's the aim for me. So if I get to, you can see I'm on question 4. If I get to 150 before you guys finish the finish answering all the questions that are on the screen, then I will win that race, and we'll keep continuing with races as time goes on. Hi to my wife Elsie Shin as well on the chat. You guys are actually already through about a third of the answers already, so you're getting there. I'm going to start off with some more difficult questions tonight. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well in the chat. Again, we'll wait till there's more people playing along before we start a prediction in terms of how many questions will be left at the end of the stream for me. As you can see above my head here, I have 1,483. That's what we're starting at, and we have just under 2 hours to clear as many as we can. To be completely honest, I don't expect to be completing every single one of them in that time frame. But yeah, if I can get through about 1,000 questions, I think that's already a good start. But we're using this this week, or maybe we might do this a second week next week as well, just to kind of as a slight break from the best of series that we're doing against the bots on Woogles.io. So we'll get back on that very soon. And I feel that I should be playing some kind of series against the best bot. But I need to get that set up first. Now that best bot is a bit more under wraps now. Okay, the chat right now is about halfway through the number of questions. So you're more than halfway through now. Oh, Housewife, nice find. Good evening to Kitty Catastrophe as well. Good to see you here. Good afternoon. And now there are holes in the board, so these are all the alphagrams to work out before you get to the end now. So arguably these might be the most difficult ones to do. I'll give it to Mo Allen and a critter getting involved with the FINIWORDS game. We are Slowly getting more people in the door now. Again, we will put out a prediction later on in terms of how many questions I'll have left at the end of my at the end of the stream. So starting off at 1483, that is where we're starting off tonight. So we have just under 2 hours before we end, I guess. Oh, hello everybody. Thank you to Asian Cosmographer for the raid. Good evening to everybody that just got raided in. I think you might have seen this game before, maybe. I know that you guys were playing some FINIWORDS action on your stream earlier with some mystery lists. Hope your stream went well. I did see that you were doing some kind of quiz with like cryptocurrencies or something, or something related to cryptocurrencies. I saw that just before I went online, or just whilst you were going online. But yeah, welcome along everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. This is set to the NWO23 lexicon, and yeah, you guys should probably end up winning this race now. I was trying to get through this before I potentially get rated, but I'm not going to get through to 150 questions at this rate before you guys finish this. My card box is a little bit out of control again, just, you know, life getting in the way. But yeah, you have about 30 answers to go. It's not too many now. And I was just saying earlier, well, before you guys just rated, that I will be putting out a prediction, predicting how many questions will be left in my card box by the end of the stream. And you can see just above my head, that's how many questions I have left. I've got 1483. That's what I started off today with, and I have an hour and 51 minutes to go. So it will finish at 10:50 US Central Time. That is what that clock is going to. So we've got plenty of action to go. Plenty of action tonight, and we'll make this a lot more difficult as well over time. And we'll see how far we get. I decided to answer my more difficult questions in my card box to start with, rather than the easiest ones, so might be relatively slower progress than normal to begin with, but should be hopefully racing through all these questions towards the back end of this stream. Okay, only 2 answers left now. What are those answers? All right, that's the answer. That is it. So the answer is Farsi. So yes, well done to the team chat there for getting through all the answers. No problem, Shikosmogma. Thank you for the raid. I will put out a little command here. I won't give you a shout out because pretty much all of you come from your channel, and everyone knows about you anyway. So I'm just going to put this FINIWORDS thing here. So again, you can play FINIWORDS, and you can download FINIWORDS from FINIWORDS.com. You can play it by yourself, or if you stream, you can incorporate it on your stream through the program, and you can do it yourself. Super fun game to play that we're playing now, and you would have also played it earlier. So definitely would recommend playing FINIWORDS with other people and spreading the word about the game too. So definitely go ahead and do all those things. And yeah, thank you for the raid, and I hope you have a good evening. Hope to see you around real soon. So yeah, that is the first race of the evening. You guys managed to win, so easy pickings there. What we're going to do is make this a little bit more difficult for you guys now. So let's move this on. So instead of making it forced to 8 and 125 questions, we're going to put it to, I know there's a lot of you here now, so maybe 250, and we'll see how far we get. I'm going to refresh my quiz, so I'm at 1404 now. I'm going, and this is all set to NWO, don't forget. I'm going to try and get to 125 questions before you guys finish. You'll finish all these questions that you have here. So once again, good luck again, and this will be race number 2. Let's go. So yeah, we've got an hour and 47 minutes left of the stream, give or take a few minutes here and there, but that is what we will be aiming for. Yeah, team chat about a quarter of the way through already, taking you about a minute and 34 seconds or so to get that far. It's a good job so far. Again, there's an unlimited number of races we'll be doing tonight. It's all done by how much time we have left. So we'll just if you guys are winning too easily, then I'll make it slightly more difficult. If I start winning a bit more easily also, then I will raise the number of questions for me or reduce the number of questions for you guys, so it's kind of about even. We'll kind of find the that kind of nice midpoint in good time. And again, my questions are relatively difficult in terms of the other questions that I do in my card box right now, so I'm going to be getting through these as a little bit slower than I would normally do. Okay, the team chat. Almost halfway through the quiz now in terms of number of questions answered, and we're at getting close to 4 minutes on the clock now. Again, in theory, this would mean that all the more difficult questions will be left to the end, since they've not been answered yet. So we'll see how you guys do with the second 50%, or the second half of it. A lot of my questions in this card box seems to have a lot of answers too, which is not good for racing, but it's slowed me down a little bit. So I was saying earlier that also that the fact that we're doing the FINIWORDS Anagram Racing Tuesdays this week, and potentially next week, again, depends on how many questions I will have left by the end of tonight, or how many questions will be left in my card box by next Tuesday. And if there are a lot, then I might do this again one more time. But this is kind of acting as a kind of a stopgap for another series that I'll be looking to try and do against one of the bots on Woogles.io. So next time I'll be looking to start a new series against the best bot, where I will be playing a bit slower, but we're playing slightly more higher quality Scrabble, hopefully, given that I'll have a little bit more time to kind of think about moves. So that's kind of what's coming up over the next month or two. Bearing in mind that in a couple of months from now I'll be playing in Albany, the 4th of July event, which I believe is going to be the highest, having the highest prize money of any Scrabble tournament in North American history. So yeah, what a time to be alive, eh? Got to be at least a bit more ready than I am now for that tournament. So I'm going to try and be a bit more prepared by playing against the best bot. There's not really much better practice than against the best bot. Okay, I'm at 63 questions now. I'm actually now at the halfway stage. The chat now about 65% of the way through, about 2/3 of the way, so it's close-ish, I guess, because it always does take a little bit more time for the chat to answer the remaining like 20% or 15-20%, just because it's normally just the dregs of questions that most people have been avoiding. But we shall see. Okay, the chat now done to your final 100 questions, so answers, I mean. So yeah, I think after this race, I'll start the prediction. I think that's what I'm gonna do. This was the second race of the evening. We'll start it for the next one. Before the next, we'll start the prediction before the next race, so we can get that going. And kind of as expected, Team Chat has slowed down a little bit in terms of getting through these questions. So I'm actually very close to 125 questions already. Slowly getting there myself. So edges me slightly closer to winning the second race for the evening. So when you just so you know, when you do the define command, it only comes up with the using the lexicon that is being used in the FINIWORDS game. So it will be looking up the NWO23 lexicon for that word. It won't tell you if something is in Collins or not. Okay, I'm getting very close to 125 now. Okay, so I've got 125 questions now. That is a win for me. It's 1-1 for in terms of races for the evening now. You guys still have to finish this this quiz. Again, if you need me to kind of give you a hint for any of these questions, then I can give you that. But yeah, a lot of these are kind of difficult words, so it's tough. Alright, there's holes in the board now, so the end is nigh. Chertum, is that a dictionary typo? It is not a typo. So weirdly, Chertum with 2 H's is good, but Chatterum with 1 H is good. It's not interchangeable, which is really weird. And I am not the one to ask about why that is. It just is. They put the dictionary out and I just play by it, so I don't know. But that is a weird one, for sure. Hi to Charles Onyx in the chat as well. Good to see you here. Getting through a bunch of these bingos. Yep. Hello, hello. Apparently it's not a typo according to Wiktionary. Okay. I think there were a few people asking about that when the dictionary came out, when they were just kind of flicking through the dictionary and finding these things. But yeah, I'm not sure how that works, but it is how it is, I guess. Okay, we've got about 15 answers to go now. We're almost at the end. We'll probably make this next race a bit shorter. This one has lasted a little while. And we'll also put out a prediction in terms of how many questions you think will be in my card box by the end of the stream. That is all to come very soon. Got an hour and 24 minutes to go. Started at just under 1,500. There's a number of questions. I'm now down to what would be around 1240 or so, with about an hour and 24 minutes to go. Okay, 3 answers to go. Okay, Chelsea is putting out some clues for the last 3 answers for everyone else in the chat to get. Generic is one of them. That's good. Okay, a hold has come down. That is the second correct answer there. What is the final answer now? It's a hook on a 5. Okay, so road is the correct answer there, the final one. Thanks to Sudoku guy getting that one. So, yeah, you guys managed to finish that that race. I managed to win a little while ago, so it's 1-1 now. So what we're going to do actually is maybe drop it down to the number of questions. This one did last a little while, so I think I'm going to put it down to 150. I'm going to try to get to 100 questions myself. Just going to see how many questions I have here. Okay, we'll continue with this. So I'm going to refresh my quiz. I'm down to 12-17. So let's start the next race. To be race number 3 is 1-1 to the chat. Wait, oh, sorry, wait. I forgot I need to start the prediction as well. Let's see. Okay, let's put it to 30 minutes and we'll put the prediction out now. Alright, so here it is. Again, there's 4 different options to choose from in terms of how many questions will be left in my card box by the end of the stream. Use your A9 coins wisely, get predicting on what you think the result will be. And yeah, let's see how far we get with it. You've got a little bit of time to get involved. So let's move on to the next race. Race number 3, let's go. Well, thanks to Florora for taking part this whole time. Thank you very much. Hope you have a good evening. So you guys know that we have coins on option 2 for the prediction right now. We still have no coins on either options 1, 3, or 4 right now, so you can get involved with the prediction. Put down some coins on what you think the result will be. It's always nice to have coins on at least some coins on all the options, so at least someone will win something back. There have been many instances where we put some coins down on all but one of the prediction choices, and that one that has nothing on it has been the result. So it's always good to put some coins down on something. Use your A9 coins wisely, get predicting what you think it might be. And as I say that, we now have coins on option 4. Got a long way to go to get there though, has to be said. I am thinking about switching my card box to easier questions so I can get through a bit more of these for the time being. Have about an hour and 13 minutes left of this stream, so I was hoping to get through a bit more than what I have done right now, but maybe I need a little bit of a boost to kind of get within range of 600 questions at least. Get a chat now halfway through the quiz. Looks like we'll be having an ad break relatively soon here for those that are not currently subscribers, but again, if you want to watch this kind of ad-free without any of these ad breaks, then you can always become a subscriber. Use your Amazon Prime sub if you haven't already used it for the month, or just you can help support the channel by subscribing using your hard-earned cash. Again, you don't have to do any of these things, completely up to you. Or you can give some bits as well, that is also another option. And yeah, and again, if you have been enjoying the stream and don't already follow this channel, then please hit that follow button. Would be greatly appreciated, and it does help out this channel in many more ways than I can even tell you. So go and do one or some of those things if you can. Again, no problem if not. Okay, so there's holes in the board now, and there's just over 50 answers left on the board. Some of these are pretty tough to get. So yeah, you can try and get there before I get to 100 questions. I'm at 60 right now. But what I will say is that if the prediction result is option 1 and it's 600 or more, there's probably a very good chance that I'll be doing this again next week. Because I do want to try and get this cut down to 0, at least by the end of next week. Keep it under control, and if it kind of gets back out of control again, I can do another stream like this. But definitely looking to keep this again under control and not wandering out to many thousands of questions due. So see how well we do with this tonight. Just over an hour left of this stream to go. So I might either switch to easier questions now or maybe after the next race. We'll soon see. But we are now about 10 minutes into this race. Okay, I think the ad break has ended potentially. So yeah, there's still time to get involved with the prediction that's ongoing. You guys still have 35 answers to go, and I have about 14 or 15 questions left. So it is looking more like I am going to get to the end first. Oh, Mother Tentacle comes in with a whole bunch of answers. It's going to make it very close. Oh, wow, you guys managed to finish it before me. Okay, so the chat does win. I didn't quite get to 100 questions in time. So the chat gets a win there. So it's 2-1 to the chat tonight. Well done to Muff with Tentacle, and a good evening to you. Good evening. Getting there just in time to help out the team chat. Okay, so I was actually thinking of increasing, well, keeping things almost the same. But if Muff with Tentacle is actually here, then we might up the number of questions again to maybe 200. And we'll see how we do from there. Okay, how many questions have I got left? I might do one more quiz like this, and then I'll switch to easier questions. So we'll start from here. I'm going to try to get to 100 questions again. Let's do this once again. So 4 to 8, it's 200 questions. This is race number 4. Good luck, everybody. Let's go. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling that this race might not last that long. We have 2 players in the chat answering pretty much, I guess, every column by column. And you guys are now more than halfway through the quiz now. There's only so many times we can do that until they all just start disappearing, so the board is holding up for now, but it's going to break down very quickly, very soon. Getting through these questions real quick. Not many left now. Okay, 2 answers left. Is this an answer that can't be answered? I don't know. Oh, just tunics. Okay. All right, you guys managed to win that race. It's 3-1 to the chat now. And that only lasted 4 minutes and 44 seconds, so we're just under the hour mark now in terms of how many, well, how much time is left. And in terms of the prediction, we still have some time to get involved with that. There's still no coins at option 1 if anyone wants to potentially throw some coins on that one. We're going to up this to 250 questions now. Maybe we'll up it. Up the maximum length later potentially if you guys keep winning, but what I'm going to do now is actually switch to some easier questions. So let's see. Okay, I have some easier questions lined up. I'm now down to just over 1,000, so I'm going to start this again. I'm going to try and get to 100 questions, so let's go. Race number 5. Just under an hour to go, as you said. So this will be like my big push at the end here. I never like the to finish the stream on the, say, the least, the most negative prediction result, which would essentially be option 1, which is the most questions left. So I'm gonna try. That's my main target here. My minimum target of getting under 600 my card bucks. I feel I can get below that, but we'll see. It's gonna have to be a long slog here. Just getting through some of these easier questions before it gets a bit more difficult again. But I've got a lot of these questions to go through. Okay, you guys are almost halfway through the quiz already after 1 minute and 42 seconds. And again, these are easier questions in my card book, so I'm almost halfway through mine too. I'm almost at 50. Okay, holes in the board now. This is a very quick race. Oh, I'm almost at 100. It's gonna be close. Okay, I got to 100. I just got there in time. I just got there in time. 106, alright. It took 3 minutes. Wow, okay. That was, again, that's a pretty close race. Even though these races are quite short. That was pretty close, about as close as you could get. I'm going to refresh my quiz. I'm now under 1,000. So actually what I'm going to do is do this one again. Let's try and recreate this. And this got me through 100 questions real fast as well. So let's see how we do once again with the same things. Again, I'm going to try and get to 100 questions myself before you guys get to clear it. The score is now 3 wins for the chat, 2 wins for me. This is race number 6. Good luck again, everyone. Oh, I just realized that Bellini is a Collins only word. That's an absolute travesty. These races will also help me get my card box down a lot faster in a short period of time, so I'm happy with this kind of race, even though it doesn't last very long. As long as the races are close, then that's all that matters to me. You guys are more than halfway through the quiz, and I am. So am I. About 67 out of 100 now. You guys are almost a third of the way through. I will also draw some attention for those in the chat to the prediction that's still ongoing. There's still a few minutes left to get yourself involved if you haven't already, or if you have got involved and want to put more coins down. There's still a lot of coins on options 2 and 4 currently. There are some coins on option 3 right now. So get yourself involved, get your A9 coins down and start predicting if you haven't already done so. There's still about 2 or 3 minutes left where you can do that. Well, very close, up to 96. Okay, I've just got to 100. I managed to get that just in time again. Wow, again I got to 106 questions again. So very consistent. It took 4 minutes to do. I'm gonna put that down again. It's another win for me. So it's 3-3 now. 2 very quick races, and it's wiped out about just over 200 questions from my card box. So I'm down to 869 now. So yeah, with 50 minutes to go, it does look very unlikely that option 1 will happen. But again, anything can happen still. So yeah, don't forget, you can get yourself involved with the prediction that's still ongoing. So please put your coins down. Put your coins down and get involved with that. So what I might do here is let me think. I might put this up to 300 questions, and I'm going to try to get to 150 answers this time. So let's see how that goes. I think that puts it slightly more in the favor of the chat. So let's see how that goes. So yeah, let's move on with race number 7. Good luck once again. It's 3-3. Let's go. And the questions I'm getting are getting a bit more difficult now, so it probably will take me a bit more time to do, but still, all progress is good progress to me. So the prediction is about to end right now. So again, thank you to everyone that just got involved with the prediction tonight. All you have to do now is just get yourself involved with the FINIWORDS game on the screen. The time will pass by, and so on and so on. And then when the time expires, or whenever the race ends, that we're closest to when the time expires, I guess, that will be the result. We'll see how many questions are left by then, and that'll be the result of the stream result for tonight. Again, appreciate everyone getting involved. We've got about 4,500 coins bet on tonight, so hopefully someone will win something. As long as I get under 600, then somebody will win something. Okay, the chat now more than halfway through the quiz. I'm just getting to halfway. Well, you know, I'm not actually quite halfway through mine yet either. So I guess I'm right that it is more in the favor of the chat. Because don't forget, I need to get 150 this time. I'll raise the bar a little bit more. Okay, holes on the board for the chat here. 50 answers to go. Yeah, I need to get to 150. It's going to be very close, but I think that the chat will probably win. Very finely balanced though. Okay, so it looks like the chat has finished in 5 minutes. Wow, very quick. Very, very quick. So that's the chat's 4th win tonight, and I've got to 132 questions in that time, which I think is kind of a minor miracle in itself that I even got that many, but not quite 150, so the chat wins that race. I'm gonna refresh my quiz again. I'm down to 741, so I'm edging very close now to the we're going past option 1 here, which is 600 or more. Let me just check how many questions, so-called easy questions I've left. Probably have another quiz or 2 left in me for that. Let's see. Actually, we should do this one again. I think we should do this one again. This is it's a good even number here. So I think that's what we'll do. Actually, you know what? I'll add a few more for you. I'll add it to 325, and I'll keep mine at 150. That will kind of hopefully fine-tune it a little bit more. So yeah, once again, we'll go and do this once again. So this is race number 8, and the chat is winning 4-3. Let's go again. Good luck, everybody. Got a chat now, more than halfway through the quiz. Don't think I'm getting through this anywhere near as fast as I should be. These are getting a little bit more difficult for me now. Wow, you guys are almost done. I'm not even close. Still have about 37 minutes left of the stream, so we're still got plenty more action to come. And if Chatterdomics is staying for a bit longer, then I might actually start including some 9s. Let's try and slow him down a little bit more. Okay, so well done again for finishing off that race very quickly there within 5 minutes 16 seconds. I have got through almost 100 questions, so that's good for me at least. And yeah, I'm going to refresh my quiz. I'm now down to 647, so I just need to get through 47 or 48 questions, I guess, so the next 37 minutes to get past option 1, so I think that's going to happen now. But yeah, I'm going to add some 9s to this quiz now, so this will make it a little bit more difficult for, hopefully for a lot of you. And I'm going to reduce the number of questions to 250. I'm going to try and get to 100 questions again. Let's see how fast you guys can get through this. So I made it a little bit more difficult with the words, but I made it slightly fewer words too. So this is race number 9. 5-3 to the chat so far. Good luck, everybody. And don't forget, I'm going to try to get back to 100 questions. Doesn't help getting questions with lots of answers. no, not this 13 answer question. Oh man. Never gonna win this race now. um, Okay, you guys are almost done. I'm not actually at 100 yet, so looking like the chat will win this race as we approach the last half hour now of the stream. But with 68 questions now, it does mean that option 1, 600 or more, is not going to be the result of the stream tonight, and nobody voted for that anyway, so that is good for everybody. I've got past that initial threshold of 600 questions, and we still have 30 minutes left, so still got plenty to play for here. So yeah, you guys finished again in 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes. That is a 6th win for the chat. Well done once again, very impressive anagramming there. So yeah, I'm gonna see what else we can do here. Let me refresh this quiz. I'm down to 568. Still have 30 minutes to go. I guess I can. Oh, let's go back. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna keep doing this. I might make this with more questions. Just to slow you guys a bit more down a bit more. So I'm going to go to 350 questions. I think I'm going to go try and aim for 125 for this race. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. 6-3 for the chat. I'm going to get to 125 questions before you get through 350 of your own questions. So once again, good luck again as we now go into the last 30 minutes of the stream. As I said, I'm moving into the more difficult questions in my card box now. So it's going to take me a bit longer to get through, and hence why my target of 125 is a bit lower than the others so far. Specifically for this race and any other race that we'll do before the end of the stream. does look like that Chalcedonus isn't here. He's not answering anything right now, so I guess this was going to be a bit more difficult for everyone else in the chat to... Oh, no, he's there. He's just, I think maybe he was just waiting. Anyway, good to see you still here. I know that we still have plenty of time left to answer questions, but now that I am very close to, well, I started this race at 568 and I'm now at question 71, which now means that anyone that voted for option 2, 500 to 599, that is not going to be possible now because I'm now below 500. I honestly wasn't really quite sure I was going to get that get that far this time about 45 minutes ago. So I was going through some of my more difficult questions and was taking a lot more time, but did a number of races that got me through 100 questions in the space of about 5 minutes, so that really sped things up a lot. And now I'm here with, I'm not going to say I have a great chance of clearing everything, which I don't think I can, but I have a good chance of getting through to, I don't know, leaving my card box in a very manageable state by the end of the stream. Which then would mean I probably don't necessarily need to do this next week. My target is to get to 125 and I'm at 99 now, or 100 now. Okay, holes in the board now. As I'm approaching the 125 questions that I'm needing to get to win this race. Due to the difficulty and the high number of questions, it does mean that this race has lasted up to 7 minutes already. Ticking forever. No, it's still getting through real quick. No resting here. we're going to be going full steam ahead for the race tonight. But I'm over 125. I'm 137 right now, as you guys are getting close to finishing off this race. All right. So took you 8 minutes to finish that one. It's a win for me. So I'm up to 4 races now compared to the chat 6. And I actually, well, I could have got to 150 questions before you and actually still won, but I got to 125, so that was the target for me there. Gonna refresh this again. I'm very close to the last threshold of 399 or fewer. I'm actually at 419 already. Still 20 minutes left to go. So yeah, I think what we're going to do is maybe just continue with this. We'll do this again. Let's see how far we get with this. And I'm going to try and get to 125 questions once again. So once again, good luck to everybody. 6-4 in terms of races to the chat today. So this is race number 11. Let's go. We're down to our last 20 minutes of the stream, so don't go anywhere. Let's try and end this strong. Non-stop action here. So once again, yeah, appreciate everyone getting involved with the stream tonight. And yeah, can't do this without you guys. You guys are definitely giving me the motivation and impetus to get through my card box tonight, which I can very safely say that I would not have touched whatsoever tonight if I didn't do the stream and had you guys as people to kind of help me through this. Would never have got through, well, I might not even have got through any words tonight otherwise, but I managed to get through almost, well, I've actually now got through about 1100 questions already, and there's still a little bit more time left, so so yeah, that's already a win in my book, at least. And really, you know, the scores don't really matter between us, you know, the chat and winning races or whatever, but it does give me a little kick up the backside, essentially, to kind of get through this faster and think of the answers faster too. It's always fun to do. but we've now answered 20 questions in this race, so it does mean that I'm now on prediction result number 4, 399 or fewer. That is going to be the result of the stream tonight. And we're constantly putting away from that number now, so that is going to be the stream result. I will pay that out at the end, or maybe at the end of this race. So well done to those that voted for option 4. It already had the most coins on there in terms of coins put down, but you guys are going to win more coins back, almost doubling the number of coins I think you put down. So well done for those that did that. Yeah, getting through these questions now that in my card box are it's a slog. Taking 6 minutes on the clock here. Might have time for 2 more races at this rate. And we'll just see how many more we can do. Anything more that I can get done is going to be a bonus at this stage. Okay, that's it. 6 minutes 32 seconds for the chat, which is now a 7th win for the chat, 4th for me. So we've had 11 races already. This actually might be one of the weeks, the highest number of races in a week for a very long time actually, because we're getting through these real fast. So yeah, I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm going to refresh this quiz, so I'm now at 351. I'm going to choose the outcome for the prediction right now, so that is option 4, 399 or fewer. So if you vote for option 4, well done to you. That is now where the coins are going. And I'm going to refresh this quiz, the same quiz again. I'm going to try to get to 100 questions. So once again, good luck. This is race number 12. But we have 13 minutes left of the stream. So we might have time for one more after this, depending on how quickly or how slowly we get through this. It might be a slightly shorter race. That might be a few minutes long. Or shorter race in time. So we'll see how we do with that. Just to try and fit it relatively well within the time limit. But again, I'm sitting pretty here with not too many questions left now, so I'm happy with that. That was really my main aim tonight. I think we're going to have a ad break coming up real soon as well, so hopefully that might slow you down a little bit. But we shall see. Okay, the chat is getting close to halfway through the quiz now. In chat now, more than halfway through the quiz. I'm not quite at 50 yet, so I'm not halfway through mine yet. Getting close-ish to that though. Okay, last 100 questions for the chat now. Okay, you guys now very close to the end of the race, as we are now about 6 minutes away from the end of the stream. Been streaming for just over 2 hours now, and the timer is set to 10:50 p.m. US Central Time. So I feel that it's just a good time for me to end the stream, but we know we'll probably just do one smaller race, one short race to kind of finish up. Since it's been a good day of card boxing and anagramming, we've done a lot of words today. We'll do a short one, and it won't be that long. Won't take too long. But it'll be one last race after this. This race has taken almost 8 minutes now. Interesting last ones here. We might not even get another race. We might not. Chastanox have had absolutely no trouble answering all the questions so far today. I mean, at least having a little bit more trouble answering these ones. These are actually very difficult ones to answer. Although I think I do know the answers to all of them. I think the one in the middle begins with a P, I think, and the one on the right begins with an E. And I think the other one either begins with a P or a T. I don't know which one you did already. I think that's what's left. Paratitis. Yeah, then I think it's a T then, I think. There we go. Alright. Nice. I did not get to 100 questions, so the chat won again. There's 8-4 to the chat. Thank you for the hit. No problem. No problem. I'm seeing if I could get one more quick race in before the time expires. Maybe we'll reduce this to, I don't know, 150 questions. Let's start this. I'm going to try and get to, I don't know, 30 questions. I'm just going to get to 30 questions, alright? That will do. Let's go. Last one of the evening. Everybody, I want you to give it everything you got now. This is it. I sound like some kind of like personal trainer here. I don't know why. Because at the end of the day, you can do whatever you want. But we are here for a hot few more seconds, hot few more minutes. That's all we got. So I'm going to try and get to 30 questions here. Might not even get that far. Can't even remember what these words are. There's too many answers. Yeah. Jeez. Yep. Okay, you guys are more than halfway through the quiz already, and you have about a minute and 30 seconds in already. I think you guys are going to finish this before the time expires. So again, I'm going to start kind of talking about random stuff here about the stream. But again, if you enjoyed the stream tonight and you don't already follow the channel, please hit that follow button right now. Would be greatly appreciated. We're trying to spread the word and visibility of Scrabble streaming on Twitch, so this will help us a great deal if you can press that button, whether you're watching this live or maybe after the fact. Up to you. Please go do that though. Would help me in many ways. You can also subscribe to the channel as well, or give bits. That's another way that you can help support this channel. Again, those things you do not need to do. It is not obviously not compulsory, and you can do whatever you want, but that is a way to help support the stream and help me out a little bit in terms of doing this. But yeah, once we finish these last few answers, then as you can see, the time is up now on the screen. We are going to end the stream, and I will thank you all for getting involved with the prediction that went today, the anagramming today. I did not quite get to 30 questions, so it's a win for you guys. So it's actually 9 wins for you, 4 wins for me. Again, thank you all for getting involved. Really appreciate it tonight. Again, couldn't do this without you guys. And for anyone that really cares, I started with just over 1,500 questions in my card box. I refreshed now, I'm down to 243. That's a much more manageable number. Again, I'll be back on Thursday. Hopefully I'll be playing against the best spot in some way. I need to figure out how to do the Patreon thing still, but that's kind of my plan to do that. So yeah, again, I hope you all have a wonderful evening and a wonderful couple of days. And I'll be back in 2 days from now. So what I'm going to do is go raid Axotypo. Looks like he's playing more music again, so go give him some love. Yeah, didn't he just start streaming? He looks like he's playing some music, so yeah, that's all it is, everybody. Again, thank you all for getting involved tonight. Really appreciate it. Couldn't do this without you guys, and it's obviously much more fun with more of you playing and getting more involved. So thank you for that, and hope to see you on Thursday night. Until then, have a good evening and good night.